Hello everyone, and welcome back to this moon messages reading. So do bear with me today because I'm feeling a bit under the weather. So I just didn't want to kind of miss out on doing this moon messages reading, as I love to do them every 2 weeks, and if I miss them then I just don't like it. I feel all out of sync. So so do bear with me. I may have to just get a glass of water now and again, but but we are still going to do it and get through it. That rhymes. Okay, so this is the moon messages for the new moon in Aries on the 1st of April 2022 until the full moon in Libra on the 16th of April 2022. I look forward to that full moon because that's in my sign, so love to see what goes on around that time. So if you're new to my channel, I'm Marie. I'm an intuitive card reader and spiritual mentor. I do these moon cycle readings every full moon and new moon, and in between I sometimes do pick a card readings or other videos with spiritual topics. So yeah, if you do like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for future videos. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified when these videos come out. And thank you very much for watching. Okay, so I will just go through what we've got here. We've only got a few cards, thankfully, so I think Spirit is kind of helping me, like protecting my voice, bless her. But yeah, we'll just see what comes out here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and then we have like a hidden card, which wanted to stay like that. It wanted to stay upside down until we get to it. And then I have used an oracle card as well from another deck, just for an extra message. And then we've got crystal of the moon cycle as well, which I always do. Okay, so the first card we have is meditate and contemplate. Now, I keep seeing someone thinking. They're like really thinking, and this isn't an overthinking, it's just someone who's really deep in thought about something. It could be that you've got a lot to think about. Obviously there's going to be many energies watching this video, so just take what does resonate and leave what doesn't. But I am picking up on someone who's really contemplating a lot of things, thinking a lot. Maybe it's something that you do have to really think about. Maybe it's a choice that you're being given or a decision that you have to make. But it feels like someone's really having to go within and really pay attention to kind of I'm hearing who they are and what they love and what's important to them and what feels right for them. Okay, so that's what they're giving me. So it's like, if you have to make a decision on something, or you have to make a choice or a decision, that's what I'm being given. You have to really think about what decision is going to be the best thing for you. Okay, now this is about sort of taking somebody else out of the equation. So maybe you are someone who kind of often thinks about other people, puts other people before yourself. Now it's time to take yourself into consideration. It's time for you to start putting your needs first and yourself first, and that isn't selfish. I feel like it's about time. They're giving me it's about time. So maybe it's just been too many years or months of putting somebody else before yourself or other people before yourself, and actually it's now time for you to turn that around and put the emphasis back on you, okay, and what's important to you. I'm hearing new moon, fresh start, because it says new moon in Pisces, but obviously this is like isn't it? I was going to say it's full moon. It's not, is it? It starts off a new moon, so that is right. Actually what they're giving me is, I think, the last full moon, so the full moon that's just gone, I think that was in Pisces. Yeah, it was. So what they're giving me is actually, because it's a new moon energy now, they're saying new moon in Pisces, but it's like a new way of thinking. And Pisces is a water sign, and water signs are, well, water represents emotions, okay? So I feel like maybe you were kind of more in your emotions throughout the last two weeks maybe, or longer. It might have been longer. You've just been in your emotions a lot of the time, because you do live from your heart, you do act from your heart, and you're very compassionate and caring and giving. But it's because you live from your heart, and you basically live from your emotions. So, you know, it's in that Pisces energy. So what they're saying is it's a new moon, it's a new start. Okay, it's a start, it's a fresh start for you. Maybe don't, and that's why they're giving me the thinking. Okay, they're giving me that you're more in your thinking mind, because you don't want to necessarily always go from your emotions, because emotions can sometimes get in the way of us making the right choice for ourselves, if that makes sense. Okay, so a bit of a long-winded message there, but that's what they were giving me. Okay, and then the next card is take time to breathe out. Yes, definitely, that goes with that card. And these are all blue, and I was very drawn to that. I was very like aware of the amount of blue in these cards, and blue represents communication. It also represents your third eye, so your vision. So it could be that you are struggling to, yeah, it's a bit of both. So it's like you're struggling to communicate your vision, like what is your vision, because you've constantly been like in the vision of other people, like you've been constantly worrying about other people, or putting other people's dreams and other people's goals and what they want and their needs and everything before yours. Okay, so you're struggling to create your own vision and communicate your own vision. So what do you want? And I think this is it's saying take time to breathe out. It's like you need this time. So if you've been given some time to take some time to breathe out, use this time wisely to really tune in to what is right for you, what is the best thing for you. Okay, not everybody else. So if you don't get much time, create some time. Create some space in your diary to just be with your thoughts, be with your feelings, and be with what's right for you. Like, ask yourself, journal, like write down, you know, what do I actually want for myself? Taking everybody else out of the equation. And they're showing me children, so it could be that someone's saying, yeah, but I don't always have that choice because I've got children and I have to think of them. Of course you do, but they're showing me like 2 children, and they're looking up at their mother. So I'm guessing it's a female energy that's coming through that's thinking this. They're looking up at their mother, and they're as if they're proud, or as if they're looking up as a role model. So, you know, maybe ask yourself, what will help me to become a better role model for my children? Is it going to be like that I'm constantly like overwhelming myself with other people's expectations and pushing myself like away, like or, you know, if I start doing something that makes me happy and brings joy to my life, is that going to make me a much better, more available, more present mum? Do you know what I mean? So have a think like of that side, take that perspective. Okay, the next card is believe in the impossible. And I do think that you do need to do that. I think that you're maybe just creating excuses for yourself, or creating these beliefs, like these limiting beliefs that tell you, I can't do that, that's impossible. I'm being shown my own mum. This is really interesting. She keeps coming through. She came through in this one actually. That my mum's not passed, but like I just keep seeing her. So they're showing me my own mum. The reason they're showing me my mum is because she's now in her 50s, mid 50s, and she always wanted to, I'm sure she won't mind me sharing this, but she always wanted to work in a school. And she also, I've got 2 scenarios here. So she wanted to train to be a masseuse years ago, and she did that training in, I think, in her 30s. And then she always wanted to work in a school. She did work in a school when I was about 5 years old, but then for many years she worked other jobs that she didn't really like that much. And she's only just been offered a job, an ideal job for her in a school and being trained as a teaching assistant, and she is so happy. And she said to me the other day, you know, so you're never too old. And I was like, no, you're not, you're never too old. So, you know, that's a kind of prime example of believing the impossible. Okay, so you're never too old. If you're telling yourself that, there's just endless things that can happen in this life. You just have to change your thought process. You have to look outside the box. You have to think outside the box, and just believe in yourself more, and believe in people as well. So yeah, just get a hold on those, get a grip on those limiting beliefs that are stopping you from moving forward. Okay. And then we have our lovely card that just wouldn't stop coming out. So I didn't actually want to use this card to start with. It's a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. It's really interesting because we've got the new moon in Aries this time round. And then we've, you know, like before we had the... so it's, yeah, it says full moon in Aries when it should be new moon in Aries. And then we've got new moon in Pisces when it should be, you know, a new moon in no, not a new moon in Libra. Oh god, I'm getting it all. Do you know what I mean? It's not right. It's the opposite one. So I don't know why that is, but maybe, oh, I am actually hearing opposites attract. So I don't know if maybe there's something. This is interesting. Maybe someone's like dating at the moment and they're like not believing in the impossible, that they can meet someone that is like perfect for them. They're just giving me that, so it might be just someone's energy here, but they're giving me that they wanted to show me the opposite thing. That's why I got a bit confused. I was like, hang on a minute, it's not full moon in Aries, it's new moon in Aries, and you know, it wasn't full moon in Pisces. That's what I meant. So it's like this, there's a confusion, so it might be there's a confusion around you at the moment, but also they wanted to show me this thing about opposites attract. It could be like, could be a romantic situation, or it could be like an opposite type of job that you would just never think of, or an opposite type of home that you would never think to live in. There's something about opposites coming through. Now I don't know why what that's got to do with fiery climax. Okay. This card, last time I think I got it, and I referenced like sexual innuendos and stuff, and I just felt a bit, I don't know why, but I felt a bit like cringe about it. So maybe someone's feeling a bit prudish about things like that. Might just be me. But what they're saying is that not everything's what it seems, okay? Because this card actually brings through a completely different message. It doesn't bring through like the same energy as it normally does. It brings through like different messages. So it came up twice. So the first time it came up, I thought, no, I'm going to put it back. And then it literally came out again. It wouldn't let me put it back. So it wanted to be heard. So maybe it's something about, you know, nothing's as it seems. It's not what you expect. You know, you might be a bit confused about this. It might be an opposite thing that you just never thought of before. So yeah, and it kind of goes with this. I feel it goes really strongly with this believe in the impossible card. So it's something to do with your beliefs, and just, yeah, expect the unexpected, I think is what the message is here. Okay, right, now let's see what this hidden card is. It's being sneaky and hiding away. So what have we got to hide? It's upside down as well. So I'm hearing the word topsy-turvy. So your life may feel a bit like topsy-turvy and upside down at the moment. And everything's, yeah, that's why everything's hidden from you. So you're not quite sure what's going on in your life. You don't really know what's going to happen next. Everything's topsy-turvy, upside down. And yeah, it's starting to bring through full moon energy now. So it's definitely in the full moon vibe. Yeah, full moon. So that's good. I think, I'm not sure, but this blue, Believe in the Impossible card is a blue moon. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but maybe the full moon is a blue moon. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure when I was looking up the dates, I think it said blue moon. But yeah, hopefully it is, because that card will be right, but then it would be definitely full moon, full moon, full moon, so we're in the right energy. Anyway, you probably don't care about that. let's get on with this message. So yeah, it's about releasing negativity, releasing limiting beliefs. Please do, oh, I'm hearing please do bear with me. Okay, bear with me. So I don't know whether that's the universe saying that, or loved ones in spirit, or whoever's coming through to say that. They're saying bear with us, or bear with me. So don't give up hope. You know, just because everything's topsy-turvy at the moment and upside down and hidden from you and you just don't know what's going on, they're saying it's time to release any negative thoughts, because they're gonna block the way for any clarity to come through for you. Okay, so just stay as, I know it's a bit like cliche, but stay as positive as you can. Every time you get a negative thought come up, or negative belief or fear or anything, what I tend to say, which really helps, is I release this with love. I release this with love. Okay, so use that if you want to. It really, really helps me, and it helps to bring me back to the present moment. Okay, and I think you do need to be in the present moment more at the moment, and just kind of, I know it might be a difficult place at the moment because you just don't know what's going on, but yeah, just try and be with your present moment as much as possible. Okay, and then the last card is Divine Matrix. So yes, I feel like we're really, really getting into universal energy now. We're getting into what the universe and what life can do for you, what spirit can do for you. And this is just really believing. Again, it's underneath the belief in the impossible card. It's really believing and trusting in magic, trusting in miracles, trusting in blessings, trusting in what life can do for you. Okay, they're showing me, oh, they're showing me Wheel of Fortune. So like the Wheel of Fortune tarot card, and I don't read tarot cards, but the Wheel of Fortune tarot card I think is a really positive card from what I remember. So I feel like the wheels are starting to turn in your favor. Okay, so really just get into that trust and belief. Okay, really get into that trust and belief energy. So if you need to maybe say that, like affirmation, say I trust and believe, I trust and believe. Every time you get into a negative thought process, or you know, oh, I don't trust, or I don't believe in the impossible, if you catch yourself doing that, you know, remember that I release this with love, or I trust and believe. Okay, just keep saying it. Just let it be something to bring you back to the present moment and bring you back into that trust energy, because you're going to really need it to manifest anything that you desire, or things like manifest some clarity in your life, because it sounds like you just really need some clarity to move forward. Okay, this is actually longer than I thought, but I am doing okay. So a little bit of a headache, but we'll get through this. Okay, I just had is it Daniel Bedingfield gonna get through this? Got that song in my head now. Okay, so then we've got our crystal of the moon cycle, which is, I don't know if you can see that, Dalmatian stone. Yeah, Dalmatian stone. So if anyone likes 101 Dalmatians, then this would be yours. Okay, so just going to read out the meaning of this card. So essential meaning of Dalmatian stone: playfulness, childlike joy and enthusiasm for life, absurdity, humour and laughter. Watch children playing and you are watching them learn. Serious though life may seem at times, Dalmatian stone spirit is calling to you to embrace the absurdity of this world, to laugh and find humour in everyday experiences that might otherwise frustrate you. All of us are here to learn, and laughter makes the lesson easier, and sometimes it even makes it stick a little better, for it can help you write a funny story to tell again and again. Remember that time? Boy, did I learn my lesson. Now is a good moment to crack a joke to break the tension and remind yourself that alongside trouble and hardship dances a spirit of playfulness. This is not the time for trudging or marching, but for skipping. Sing a song, make a goofy face, and recognize that the conscious universe throws you off course at times to remind you that surprises can be gifts from the invisible realms. 2 seconds, just gonna get some water. Sorry about that. Okay. Bear with me, as this card says. Okay, Dalmatian Stone Spirit is calling you to lighten up and open yourself to playing with the possibilities. Oh, yes. Who knows what you will discover as you join in on the fun. The conscious universe is not here to trick you, but to help you, for you are deeply loved. A relationship message. Joyful memories bind us to those we love, and the appearance of Dalmatian Stone Spirit is a sign that today you are meant to share laughter with those close to you. Our time here on earth is short, and we are meant to play and have fun. If you think back on those who have passed, the silliest stories may be the ones that you most cherish as memories. These help you to recall the joy you had being with them. Relationships can always use improvement, but today you are called to simply bring the laughter and fun into your relationships. Prosperity message. The serious work of building a strong foundation that will sustain you regardless of whether the sun is shining or the clouds are pouring rain can be set aside for now. Remember that the real security lies in knowing that you are here to laugh and to learn. Bring a sense of fun and playfulness as you imagine what you might co-create with the conscious universe. This is an excellent time to play the game of what would I do if money were no obstacle, and to recall that money does not have to be an obstacle if you collaborate with the conscious universe in finding ways to co-create abundance in your life. And if life seems to be teasing you and sending you on a roller coaster ride, what did I say, up and down? When it comes to finances, it is only because the conscious universe wants you to take money and this life on earth a little less seriously. We are here to be joyful and play, and not just accumulate wealth. All will get settled when it needs to, and for the conscious universe is working in your best interests. Crystal Spirit Meditation. Meditation with Dalmatian Stone can assist us in finding the place within that remembers what joy feels like. It teaches that it is necessary to throw off the shackles of our burdens now and again. After all, we are not just here to survive, and this stone asks us to dance, sing, laugh, play, and enjoy life, savouring what it feels like to be alive. Oh, wow. I do think there's a few messages in there that go with the rest of this. So obviously, like, the whole sort of fun and playfulness, and, like, you know, tuning into, like, what makes you feel good. Like, you know, I think that was the whole part of, like, this, you know, the first two cards were about, you know, what makes you feel good. Have a think about, you know, what's right for you. And then I did mention about children, didn't I? Children were really coming through. So I think, like, you know, the children want you to have fun. The children want you to laugh more and be more happy. So they want that for you. So it's about, you know, thinking about what is going to make you more happy and more joyful. Yeah, and then obviously trusting in the universe. That came through quite clearly on this as well. So I love it when the crystal card just matches with everything in the reading. So yeah, so that is your moon messages for this moon cycle. I will see you in the next 2 weeks. If you like this message, then give it a like and feel free to comment. And if you do want to get in touch with me or want to know more about anything else that I do, any services that I offer, then check out the description box down below. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.